Hey friends, let's read a little bit about effigy mounds. All about effigy mounds and mound builders. For many hundreds of years, the native peoples of Wisconsin built mounds out of rock and dirt. Some were shaped like cones or domes, and some were long and lean, like bratwurst or a fat pencil. Just over 1,000 years ago, people began to make effigy mounds shaped like animals and even people. In the past, archaeologists dug into the mounds to find out what was inside them. This is not done anymore in order to respect the wishes of the American Indians who are descended from the effigy mound builders. We know from past excavations that most mounds contain human bones, and some contain special deposits of charcoal, ashes, animal bone, shell, or rock. Some people buried in the mounds were buried with arrows, pottery, pipes, stone tools, or shell jewelry. Most effigy mounds are gone now because they were destroyed to make room for roads or cornfields or for houses. Luckily, people made maps of places where effigy mounds were once located. Using these maps, we can learn about the people who built the mounds. American Indians have many stories about the animals that the effigy mounds represent. The most common mound types are those that show birds, bears, and long-tailed creatures that some people identify as panthers. Most animal mounds are shown from the side. When they are shown from the top, with all four legs sticking out, people call them turtles, even though they don't look very much like turtles at all. Birds and animals symbolized by effigy mounds most likely refer to the spirits as well as actual animals. Native Americans divided the universe into upper and lower worlds. Birds inhabited the upper world, while animals and water panthers inhabited the lower world. Clans with bird names and animal names in native societies were divided the same way, and sometimes lived in separate parts of the same village. Ho-Chunk people have identified some mounds as thunderbirds and water panthers. Some groups of American Indians tell stories about creatures called thunderbirds, huge birds that live in the sky, make thunder with their wings, and shoot lightning out of their eyes. The groups also tell stories about strange creatures that live below the ground and in deep lakes, rivers, and springs. Some call the creatures water panthers and describe them as having sharp claws, very long tails, and horns on their heads. Water panthers and thunderbirds do not like each other at all and fight constantly, but both must exist to keep the earth in harmony and balance. Bird mounds are found in higher areas than animal mounds. Sites that contain more than one effigy mound usually contain one bird mound and one animal mound. Even if a site contains many bird mounds or animal mounds, it usually contains one or two mounds of the opposite class. This tells us that the effigy builders were concerned with upper and lower levels at their sites, and that they felt that both kinds were needed in order to balance the groups. Hey friends, you'll see from this map of Wisconsin that there are effigy mounds in many places all over Wisconsin, particularly in the lower part of Wisconsin. And if you look at Dane County, which is where Madison is, there are quite a few here as well. The ones that we will be studying during our activity will be the Milwaukee County mounds and the Dodge County mounds. So those will be the ones that we will be doing our activity with and doing some math and doing some archaeology with.